How's it going, guys? And welcome back for a new Skyblock episode. In today's Skyblock episode, we're going to have a closer look at fishing. Because fishing might be one of the most boring things that I've ever been part of. And that just simply has to change. Now, if you watched my episode 1 or 2, you should know that we have this type of machine. This right here is apparently a fishing house where you go ahead and put your fishing rod right there, wait for something to bite on it, and then you just scoop it in right here, and you can drop the items down there. Now that is very frustrating, because when I fish, I do not, and I strictly say, I do not want to look at the motherfucking screen. I refuse to look at my rod and just simply sit here and fish for hours upon hours. I refuse. There has to be a better way without actually auto-fishing. Now, auto-fishing might be the most efficient way to do this, but we have to follow the rules on this channel. So without further ado, let's go to thinking how we can do this. Now, the first challenge is to how we can detect when we are getting something in our rod. And on top of that, we don't want it to be that if you accidentally forget to right-click your rod, you pretty much lose that catch. Now, we don't want that whatsoever. So let's go ahead and go a little bit up in the air and see if we can make something. Now, the way I'm thinking we could make something is that we want to get it something here in the middle. So go 7 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As well on the other side. Now, what we're going to do is that we're going to wall this around so we can get a piece of water in there. Now, the last block of water is very, very tiny. As you can see right there, it is very, very tiny. So I'm thinking we can use that because as soon as a rod catches a fish, it goes underwater. But what happens if we catch a fish that goes underwater? But what's going to happen with the rod itself? It is most likely going to sink into a deep hole. So let's go ahead and test this out. So let's go ahead and place that rod right there. And once we get a catch, this one here should be going down right here. And we're getting a catch. And that just simply fell down, and we can catch it up right here if we wanted to. We can do it when we want. We can wait half an hour and still be able to do it. So, now we got that in place. It was actually pretty simple. Just a quick thinking on how we can do this, and that's pretty much it. Now, another thing is that we want this to be a carrot into a hopper, because we do not want to pick that sorcery up. We do not want to pick it up. And that is pretty simple. Go ahead and buy one hopper. There we go. Put it right there. Boom, boom, boom. Done. Now, we want to be even more lazy. We do not want to actually staring at the rod every single time. So what we can do is that we can put a pressure plate right there. Then we can go ahead and mine that out. We can put something like this on all sides. Get ourselves some repeaters. So once these repeaters here is placed, if we drop something on here, let's drop a bucket. That something picks up. Let's go ahead and drop a little bit more. Alright, perfect. So now we've got something stuck on it. As you can see, all of this is ignited. That means that whenever let's go ahead and take it out, put a fishing rod in here. As soon as this one lands on the pressure plate, it should activate the pressure plate and send a signal. There we go. Once we have a signal, we can transfer that into a block, into a redstone torch, goes on top of there, and then we have a signal right there. So every time we do something like this, there we go. And then this one here should ignite as soon as we get a catch right here in a second. And once again, that ignites up. Now, we can leave it down there for as long as we want. We don't have to pick it up right now, but let's just go ahead and wait a little bit and then just pick it up. And we are going to get the XP, and we're going to get the loot. We're going to get absolutely everything. Now, since fishing is so boring, I do not want to sit here and watch for this torch. So we're going to play around with some node blocks. We're going to play around with some lightning. And then maybe at some point we can make a machine where we can actually watch Netflix, Viaplay, YouTube, whatever, and still be able to hear or see when we get a catch. So the next step is making something with node blocks and maybe lamps and stuff like that. So let me go ahead and quickly do that off camera. And here we go, guys. I actually made a box just for fishing. I'm gonna call this the magic box. When we go down here, we have 2 holes. We have all this right here. You can go ahead and close this off as well. Let's go ahead and change our lightning. There we go. Once we go ahead and push one in there, we can just wait. We can play Netflix. We can watch YouTube. Doesn't really matter. We can choose whatever way we want to do. But as soon as we catch something, all of this lights up. The entire room lights up. So it doesn't matter if you're looking on your second screen or whatever, you're still going to be able to see it. And on top of that, guys, what is going on down here is also node blocks. Let's go ahead and take a listen to that. I can't actually get into the box without mining. So let me go ahead and do one more fish right here. Let's see if we can just scoop it down there. And in a second, we're going to catch a fish. There we go. We caught a fish. Everything lights up. You can hear the node block sound, and we can catch it. everything is going to stay down there. The fish is going to stay down there. It's going to go down into a chest underneath our magic box right here. Into that chest right there is all the shit that we got, and that is pretty much it. So now you can actually have a semi-automatic fishing farm while watching YouTube or doing whatever you want, and this is exactly what I needed. Just go ahead and put that in there. Oh, wait a second. Just put it in there. Here you go. Go ahead and watch some Netflix, YouTube, whatever you want to do, and then when this is ready, it's just gonna go ahead and light up and play a sound. There we go. It played a sound, and we know that we caught something. Go ahead and reel it in. We're gonna get the XP here in a second, and of course we get the loot down in the chest. Now that is the most efficient way to fish without actually paying attention to your screen. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this box, and once again I'm gonna leave it down in the description, so do not worry about that. Moving on, something I was very surprised to see was my acrobatic farm. Now, it has been minor change, but it is still the same concept. You have jelly legs, you have a saturation helmet, and then you can just go ahead and start from the top right up there and fall through all of these traps stored. Let's go ahead and give it a go. Now, whoever made this has a lot of time, as you can see, because this goes all the way up. But the way I made this is actually pretty simple. If you haven't watched my, I'm pretty sure it was a faction video, a faction episode where I showed this off, but it's actually pretty smart, because you hog the corner every time and you go up really fast. But regardless, guys, let's go ahead and give it a try. We fall down on the first one. This one should open. You fall again, and it pretty much does this all the way down, and every single time you fall, you take damage equal to acrobatic experience, which is going to give you a lot of levels. Now, keep in mind, I did this just one night while I was sleeping. I got over 700 levels. That is a 20% chance to take damage in half. That is a massive amount. Now, going into here, you can see here in a second, we start hogging the hogging the fence right here, and we're actually going into the corner. Now, this was not possible with just a normal, what you call block in the middle. We're actually going faster up than normally, which is pretty awesome. So if we even go closer right here, I know he made the water system a little bit more tricky down there. He should have made a little bit different, but as you can see, the water should be trying to hog us into that fence, and then we just go up like this. Very simple and very efficient. Something that the island has also done while I was away is making this. We actually upgraded our mining thing right here, so it goes from one side of the world border. Gosh, this is long. To the other side of the world border, which means we have like 500 blocks of ores right here, and that is a massive amount. So this entire thing right here is gonna give us a massive amount of tokens, and we really need it for the spawner boost. Last episode, we made a huge pumpkin farm. So if you haven't watched that episode, go ahead and watch that right now. It was absolutely amazing. And now that all of these rods right here have actually grown fully up, we are making a ton of pumpkin. You have no idea how much pumpkin we are making. Now, since this Skyblock is all about spawners, so of course spawners is making a lot more than we are selling these pumpkins. But when that is said, guys, I think this right here was a pretty good idea. Now, what can we do to increase this? We could make something above right here. We could maybe like an automatic sugarcane, make everything go down there. Like, we could do just about anything. If you guys have any idea of how we can finish this tree, let me know down in the comments. I'm up for pretty much everything. Now, for the next episode, I think we really need to take a look at all of these collection areas. We have a massive amount of these collection areas right here, and it might be a good idea, you know, all of this right here might be a good idea to get actually some money going, but we have this spread all over the place. We do not have this at one place, and I really think that we should try to do something about it. Now, I'm not really sure if this is going to be a thing or not. I don't know how much is going to lag. I'm gonna try to figure out a new system as well, so we can make this a lot better, but we just have too many of these everywhere. It's just like really ugly, and we just kind of need a main spawner area. So I think that is going to be the project for the next video, but I'm not sure though. I need to go ahead and take a closer look at it, but I'm thinking that we can do this way more efficient. Our mansion has also been evolving quite a lot. As you can see, people have been making roads, they're making a ton of other things right here, so it looks actually pretty good, not gonna lie. We are starting to make a little mountain right there, like maybe hills all the way around. Not really sure what the project is going on right here, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep a close eye on it for sure. Coming back to spawn, we are just about ending off this episode, but before we we do that, let's go ahead and open up a massive amount of arcade keys, because I got a lot of them from mining and stuff like that. The first thing we're gonna get is 6 witch bonus. That is actually alright. That is actually alright. Next up, we are going to get a money voucher. I'm actually gonna keep that, because as you can see, it's 2 to 10 million. That's actually quite a lot. And in the next one, we are going to get 4 harvester holes. That is completely useless. As I said, it's a spawner economy, so the harvester hose is completely useless. So instead of the harvester hose, we got a money voucher. Again, 2 million to 10 million. Let's go ahead and roll one more, and we are going to get a personal money booster. Now, I think that is actually pretty good, so I'm gonna keep that for now. Let's go ahead and open up one more, which is going to be our last. Hopefully, you're going to get something amazing, and we are going to get 1,000 normal tokens. Actually, I'm gonna reroll on that one. We do not need the normal tokens. They are absolutely useless. We can get massive amount of them anyways. So we are going to get 10 blaze spawners. Yes, we can actually use 10 blaze spawners in our XP farm that we're going to make sometime. But I think that will be pretty much it for this episode, guys. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure you like this video here and comment down below with any ideas you have for the next Skyblock episode. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel. My name is Dexter, and I'm out.